Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you the Wyze Band fitness tracker. It's a $25 fitness tracker from Wyze. It looks very similar to what I would call a Fitbit. It has several smart features. It's not going to be an Apple Watch or quite the Fitbit as far as the tracking that it can do, but it has a few cool features that I'll show you. So it's got one haptic feedback button. You can really feel it vibrate. Later in the app, I'm going to show you the different settings that it has, but it has quite a few features. The screen is very vibrant, bright. One of my favorite features is the built-in Alexa. So if you long press the button, you can ask it some smart questions. For instance, I'm asking it how big the Earth is, and it's going to respond. And it's got a couple really awesome features. Like here's an example where you can set a timer for 10 minutes. It's using Alexa. So things you can do with Alexa, you can do with this watch. And so it's setting a timer. It's going to vibrate in 10 minutes. It doesn't have any sound, but you're going to feel it vibrate strongly and hit your wrist. Now, the battery life. So I've used this for about 36 hours now, and it hasn't even gone down 1%. Now, unless this thing's broken and it's just not showing me it's moving, the battery is insane on this thing. So attaching the band that it comes with, it'll come with multiple styles, like a class style or one where you just punch that pin through the hole. It does take some practice, but once you get that secure, it does feel a little cheap on the plastic, but I don't feel like this is going to go popping off very easy. It does pop off the wrist just a little bit. I'd say when I get notifications, it's not horrible to read. You know, obviously with how vertical the display is, it does have to move the words around a little bit. I do have to flip my wrist several times for it to activate, sometimes to show me the display. It auto turns off after some time. And then as soon as you flip your wrist, it should turn on. But let's go through the app and show you some of the features there. So from the main page, from the Wyze Band app, you can select your different clock face, your font color, your display layout. So there's a few options. You do also have the option to upload your own image, for example, in the settings from this menu. And once you save it, it changes about 5 seconds later. Activity tracking, it's very light. Shortcuts, you can program up to 5 shortcuts if you want to be able to turn on and off certain smart features of your home. Run, it just simply logs a run. You can change some of the settings here. It's going to have some built-in alarms that you can set if you don't want to use Alexa to set alarms that way. It can obviously read your heart rate, show you some statistics once you go into the app from there. And find your phone. I actually really like this feature. It plays an audible sound from your phone that you can hear. Various settings you can control if you want to raise to wake, show your battery level on and off, which wrist you're going to wear it. So definitely a few features. The one thing I wish it had is auto brightness. You know, if it were to dim, if it gets, in a dark room, I understand it's a $25 watch, but that's something I miss. Notifications, you can see them all here. I simply paired my phone and I got every notification directly after. And here you can kind of control some of your settings. But for $25, my final thoughts, I really think there is such value for the price tag. Now, if you're comparing it to an Apple Watch, it's not there. If you're comparing it to a Fitbit, it might be close, but it definitely does not have all the fitness forward features. But what I do like is I get to see who's calling me, who's texting me. You can't respond back, but the built-in Alexa alone, for me, is worth it. I can control Alexa-enabled devices. I can set timers. I can set reminders. I can ask it questions. And just that alone, I do not think you can go wrong. If you like this style, it is a little bit more unique. It's not the round clock face like an Apple Watch or like a Fitbit Versa or something like that. But I've enjoyed it so far, and it's had fantastic battery life. So with that being said, I really could not recommend it more if you're looking for those key features.